Good afternoon, Aruba travel experts. How are you? We're back for another Aruba Happy Chat, and I'm really pleased to welcome our newest team member. Aideen is here, and I would love to introduce also. I have Anne from Just Travel with us today. She's our special guest, and have all just been back from Aruba. Anne and I were on a fam trip in September, but Aideen just got off the plane. So I want to welcome you, ladies. If you want to, we're just really going to have a wonderful chat about Aruba, your perspective, even everything from how easy or maybe not easy, depending on what you feel the protocols were to get on and off the island, maybe your favorite hotel, what you saw, and you want to share how hard I worked the fam, right? So welcome, ladies, and you can start. Anyone who wants to start out there.
I can start. I don't mind. So I just got back from Aruba. The last time I was in Aruba was probably about 11, 12 years ago, and I was at a conference, and I never really left the hotel. And so this time I had a fantastic tour guide, Kim Riddle, ATA Houston. And she showed me the island like it was, oh my God, it was so good. We went to Baby Beach, we seen the murals, we went to the lighthouse, we just seen so many things. We stayed, first 2 nights we stayed at the brand new Radisson Blue, which is a beautiful hotel, great location, very close to, it's in Palm Beach, very close to the mall and all that. So it was a great location. And then the next 4 nights we stayed at, or 5 nights we stayed at Eagle Aruba, which has been recently or has been renovated. Nice, clean, good resort for the price, So, and but we've seen so many other properties, like we've seen the boardwalk, which was gorgeous. The biggest surprise, I think, for all of us was the courtyard by Marriott. It was like a little hidden gem, and even the travel advisors that were on the fan with us, they were so pleasantly surprised by the courtyard. Um, but so many nice hotels. Amsterdam, gorgeous. Passions on the beach for dinner we had. It was just a very, very good experience, and I'm very eager and happy to be able to sell Aruba in the New England area. Oh, I can't hear you.
Of course, the biggest thing in the whole world the last 2 years. You're on mute. Yeah, I wanted to hear Anne's perspective out of all the hotels that we went through, something about Aurelia would say 15, right? We did about
Yes,
14, 15. It's
yes.
all a blur. But what stood out for you, Anne?
I actually stayed at the Radisson Blue also, just like Aiden did, and it was an absolute gem. I think that it's probably a hidden gem for families because they're 2 bedroom suites that they. I think all of the rooms were 2 bedroom suites in the Radisson Blue, but we had an awesome time while we were there. What stood out for me, I love the. You really got it. You're really close to the to everything when you're staying in that area. So we were in walking distance of everything over there. I thought getting on and off the island was absolutely great. Getting on, just as long as you had the green check mark on your phone, it went very smoothly, and we were able to get right out, and taken right to our hotels. Uh, the best thing that I seen while I was there was the over the water bungalows, the villas that's over the water. And I never knew that they had over the water bungalows in Aruba, which was really, really nice. And it's a nice hidden secret that's there. So if you're ever in Aruba, you've got to check out the over the water bungalows, the villas. And at night, we went to a wonderful speakeasy.
Yes, we did.
It
We
was a
drank the
wonderful
night away.
that we went to at night, which was another hidden gem. So there's so much to do when you're there. They have something for everyone. The Marriott was very nice. The Rio also was very nice. They were doing renovations, but the renovations were coming really along really well. So it was very beautiful there. And the food, I can really, really talk about the food that was there. The food was absolutely delicious. We ate in some in awesome places. Activities, lots of activities. We did the what was the boat called that we were on?
The jo-
The Jolly
the Jolly Pirates,
the
and
Jolly
Connie was
Pirate.
flying off.
Yeah, the Jolly Pirates. So there's so much to do. There's something for everyone. The beaches were nice. It was safe. The protocols that were in place, everywhere that we went to, the protocols were absolutely in place. So I felt safe. I felt comfortable. No one made us feel uncomfortable there. And I thought it was really, really great. Every property that we seen, boardwalk, that was really nice. We had lunch at the boardwalk, which if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, the lunch there was really, really delicious. So there's so much that we had to unpack when I got home because of
Oh
everything
yeah.
that we've seen and that all that we've done. So if you're a client or your clients would like to go to Aruba, protocols are in place, everything is safe. Whenever you go somewhere, the people were very nice. They were very helpful to whatever we needed. Everything was in walking distance. Things are open. There was lots of activities to do. The restaurants were really buzzing. We were in one restaurant one night where we were singing and we just had a great time. We had a wonderful time while we were there. So there's something for everyone and there's something to do while you're in Aruba.
Yeah. Aideen, now did you get to go to Epitech? That is the speakeasy. Did you go there as well? Those cocktails are delicious.
Well, we actually popped in, but they were actually having a private event, so we couldn't stay. So,
Oh,
um,
well,
I
we
will,
had enough for you.
okay, I will say we went to Sopranos. So,
Oh, fun.
yes, we had a really fun time at Sopranos. Where else did we go? I mean, I think the whole, as Anne said, there really is something for everyone. There really is. And I mean, I've heard the stories about Aruba and how there is something for everyone, and now I've really seen that there really is something for everyone. And whatever type of accommodation, there's, from the very expensive to the not so expensive, there really is something for everyone. So and even the process to go, like, the whole ED card, and it was, might have been a little bit, but it was such an easy process when we arrived in Aruba. It was such an easy
Definitely.
process.
And on the return, and right, was it difficult to find a place to get your PCR or your antigen test, because the United States requires either a PCR or antigen test? So
no, it was not. It was not. We walked out of the hotel, we crossed the street, and had the antigen test right there. It took us all of 50, and the 15 minutes that we were there was waiting for our results. We went in. The process went quickly. They have an iPad. You fill out all of the information on the iPad, and once your information's in the iPad, they call you. They do the test. You sit. You wait, and it was emailed to you the same day. Within a few hours, it was in my email of the negative test. So no, it was not. And I do have to say, Aideen, you were speaking of the courtyard. The courtyard is such a hidden gem.
Such a hidden gem.
Oh, yes. And I was pleasantly surprised when I went.
Very pleasantly surprised, and so were all the agents that were on the fam. They were like, and they posted it on their social media. I was with the fam that very big into social media, and they posted constantly, and that was like their hidden gem, the courtyard. I mean,
I got to stay there.
Wow, how was it?
Comfortable beds. The shower was wonderful. The overhead nozzle. I'm into showers, as you know. I always talk
Yeah.
about the showers, right? So the showers were really good. It was delicious inside, and all of the little perks in the room. I mean, it's really a comfortable, well thought, laid out room, an ample enough space to do your charging, beautiful lighting and mirrors so you can get your face done or get dressed. So I like the details. You wouldn't even think that you would get so many details being the courtyard, but as you know, they are one of the flagships. So it is a resort, and that is why you will find all that. The kids club. So for those who have younger children, right? And the kids club
Yes.
was really cute, a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
That was beautiful. Yeah, I that was definitely a very hidden gem with everything that was in there, and it was very clean and it's budget friendly. So
Yes, it really
it
is.
is it's budget friendly. So you can go from you can have the budget, you can go to the medium, and you can also go to the luxury. So there's something for everyone in every price point. And the
That's
next thing
true.
that I think I can hit on is the Renaissance, which was also very lovely. Aiden, did you go to the Renaissance?
Yes, and we went to the island as well. We had a day trip over to the island. So we had
Yes.
lunch at the Renaissance, and I mean, it's really the only hotel downtown. And we went there, and then we went over to the island, and yes, I fed the flamingos.
Lunch was delicious in the Renaissance, wasn't it?
Yes,
It
it's
was
very,
good.
very nice.
The lunch at the Renaissance was delicious. And they also have the Renaissance, the all-inclusive package.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
so which makes it even better for clients who just have to have the all inclusive.
Hmm.
And while we're talking about all inclusive, we can talk about DV. How was DV? Did you go there?
Oh, you know what? I was very, very pleasantly surprised with David because I have heard about it in years gone by, right? And I was really very pleasantly surprised. I thought it was
Yeah,
lovely. I mean, and they've renovated the rooms and stuff, and it
yeah,
just, I was just very, very, because I've heard Divi like forever, you know what I mean? Aruba, and you
yes,
hear Aruba, you hear Divi, right? And, but I was extremely, extremely surprised with the rooms and
yeah,
like the oceanfront rooms. I
yes,
thought they were gorgeous.
yeah,
And I just, again, but it won't suit everybody, but there's certain clientele that will definitely suit. Definitely.
and the renovations made it more. It's gotten more spacious with the renovations. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
And
space that
the
you have.
studio, I think the studio in DB Aruba,
Yeah,
um, I was like, oh my Lord, look at this place. It was,
yeah.
yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised.
Did you get to go to the Tamarind? Because we got to see a
Yes.
room there also.
Oh
Did you
yes.
get
Oh,
to?
that's what I was like. Oh my Lord, look at this. It was like on the ocean front, and every room is ocean front. And yes,
Yes.
the Tamarind was like, oh, I was, yeah, yeah. I absolutely thought it was lovely. Again, there's properties that, and I've seen lots and lots of properties in my last whatever years, but
Right.
the Tamarind was like oceanfront rooms. The rooms were nice, the rooms were clean. It was a very nice property.
Yes. Yes.
See?
And
I
we got
have to
another
agree.
treat. I just want to interject about the tree because you mentioned and touched upon, since we talk a little bit activities. I mean, to cut you off, I'll give you the thought, but about before I forget, the murals. And right, we were
Yes.
there, Aideen, and we got to meet the curator of the museum, and he brought to life those murals.
Oh, no
Yes.
way. Oh, you did?
Yes.
Those murals are like fantastic, unbelievable. It was just so colorful and lovely. And it was just, we went, Kim and I went to the murals, and then we went on to Baby Beach. And then we went to, and I'm going to say this wrong, I know I am, Sea Rover.
Zerovers, yes.
Zerover. Okay, then we went to Zerovers, and
What
it
is
was
the
like
rovers?
it's like the best restaurant ever. It's right on the water, and it's cheap and cheerful, and it's just like so local. You know, it was a local place that we went to. It was just lovely, and
How was the food?
the food was
We
delicious.
passed
Right.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so
I remember you
Natasha,
saying
we
that that
were
was the
going
one
to
that you love to go to.
Natasha, we were supposed to go to the rum reef or whatever. And Kevin said that you
Oh
go to
yes,
that
the rum reef.
rum reef. Okay, but it was closed. And I'm actually very happy that it was closed because we ended up at Zarova. I'm not saying that right. I know I'm not.
Yes.
Um,
No, it's fine.
but it was just like a little hidden gem again. There's all these little hidden gems in Aruba.
Yes.
As long
But
as you don't go on a Monday, because they're closed on Mondays. Their rovers are closed Mondays.
oh,
And
they are.
we have a comment. Nina. Hi Nina. Hi everyone watching out there. Nina said barefoot is good to go to have dinner on the beach. So thanks for that tip as well. I'll check that out next time.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, but yeah, I had such a really good time, and I'm really like happy to be selling Aruba and getting the word out in Boston and the New England area. So it's all
Yeah.
good.
Well, thank you for that. Any last we'll wrap up. Any last tip or something you want to say must see, Anne, and then we'll ask Aideen what she thinks, and then we'll wrap it up and close out for this episode.
Must see are the villas, the over the water bungalow villas. Somehow you have that's a must see because when we were there, they were building more. They were just expanding. They were doing it wasn't renovations. They were expanding to more over the water bungalows. I think they have 9 of them now. They have
They're
7.
going to be seven. That's right, seven edition, and then you have the three there. Yeah,
Right. And like I said, it's absolutely gorgeous. And if you, I know we go to Jamaica or wherever we go for our over, but this is something that you must see. It's a must see in Aruba.
thank you. And Aideen, what would you
Okay,
like to wrap it up with?
I have to say I really, really enjoyed Passions on the beach. The sunset, the dinner was absolutely delicious and great company. It was just an experience that it was truly great. It was just Passions was, and all the just the different accommodations that I seen. Again, there's really, really something for everyone. And I look
Perfect.
forward to seeing you next week, Natasha.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you next week, Monday, and I will uh, be back with our team members, or if not myself and Nadine, maybe we'll rotate. We'll have another set of team members, but look out for a happy chat. We'll be back in 2 weeks from now, and we are
Okay.
so pleased that we can bring you these tips and our discussions that are frank. If you have any topics you'd like to see, let us know. If you want to be a guest, let us know, and we will be happy also to come on your social media for you travel advisors out there. uh, our team members are ready, willing, and able. We'll go on your Facebook lives, your Instagram lives, your TikTok. That's my new toy I'm learning. So let us know how we can support you. We're very happy to do that because we are one happy island, right? We're your happy island. So thank you all for that, and we'll check you again.
Thanks, Natasha.
Thank you,
Bye,
Natasha.
Anne.
Bye bye.